And let's head over to table number 1 once again for the open doubles final. That's Tony Spreadman, Todd Lafredo on the left, Eric Brown, Kristen Grogan on the right. Best 2 games out of 3, just 1 match to decide who will be the champions. Important for Brown and Grogan, certainly, to get off to a good start. Obviously, the heavy favorites in this match, Spreadman and Lafredo. Here's Tony. Taking a look, then chipped that one in as he redirected it into the goal. And Spreadman and Lafredo up 1-0 here in game number 1. Brown tried to bounce it and brush it. Has it knocked down, almost stolen by Spreadman. Picked up here by Kristen. Grogan tic-tacking. They're trying to use the 2 to the 5 passing series, which has been an effective ploy for them. That one back towards Lafredo's goal, kept out. Todd will grab it, chip it up the table to Tony. That's an intentional play. Something they utilize to get Tony those few extra possessions as if he needs them. And it's 2-0. First game action, 2-0 lead for Spreadman and Lafredo. And again, another pass from Lafredo to Spreadman. Tony hammering home the delayed hesitation pull kick. It's 3-0, and that's just great foosball. And we've got a timeout. Derek Brown will put the ball into play on his 5. And Lafredo this time shooting it and scoring it. A nearly perfect performance so far from Spreadman and Lafredo. Talked about Brown and Grogan needing to get off to a good start. Instead, it has been the 2 greats who have surged ahead early. Brown does get his team on the scoreboard here in this first game. It's now 4-1. Grogan keeps it out. And that's it for the first game as Tony comes back down the middle with a left hook. Derek looks like he wants to get right back at it. Never a good idea, I think, after you lose a game, especially like that. They certainly have all the momentum. You want to take the full minute and a half between games. Again, the pass attempt. This time Brown gets the 5-row on it, knocks it back to Grogan, who gets a little lucky with the pass to the 5. Up into the air and off the table. Kristen Grogan putting it back into play, getting it to Brown. And Derek has that pass blocked back towards Kristen, so we'll try it again. You see Brown with the 5-row down. Kristen tried to pass it along the wall. Brown's man wasn't there, but he picks up the loose ball anyway. Spreadman with the block of the pass. Let's try it again. they're going to do it themselves. Smoothly passing along the outside wall. Lafredo to Spredeman. Spredeman from his 5 to his 3. Now looking to go from the 3 to the back of the goal. And he does. Can't play foosball much better than that, folks. Fredo's passed it twice to Spredeman's 3-rod. I believe he scored both of them. He's passed it once to the 5. Tony got it to the 3 and then scored it. Fredo also pitched in with a score from goal. And Brown able to hammer that one home. Out of it a goal apiece here in the second game. And it's 2-1. Not much you can do about it, folks. It's just too good. Doesn't mean you should stop trying. Doesn't mean you should allow it to take you out of your game. And it continues here. And Kristen with a block in the takeaway. Grogan will call time out. Kristen Grogan will put the ball back into play, trailing 2-1. Grogan shot at him, blocked by Tony's 3-rod. Tried to come down the middle with a push kick. Picked up here by Brown, who will look to advance it 5-3. She does, then can't hold on to it. Tony does hold on to it. Spredeman. Getting a read and then calling a timeout. A shout out to Amy, Ari, and Kian watching back in beautiful Durango, Colorado. Bye, guys. Ball put back into play by Tony Spredeman. And it's 3-1. Brown has it taken away by Tony. It has been all Spredeman and Lafredo so far in what has been truly a phenomenal performance. Rogan does block that one. It'll roll to a stop. Kristen will put it back into play. Taken away by Tony. Didn't execute it. Kristen will give it another try, trailing 3-1 here in the second. Looking to pass it, intercepted and stolen by Spredeman. Tony tried to angle it in. Misexecuted, went just wide to the near side, then passes it through on the near side with a 5. It's championship point. And Brown with a dropped pass. Almost didn't get his right hand back on that 3-rod after he blocked it. Comes back to Lafredo, and the pass, does clear it. Spredeman's pass attempt blocked by Brown. But Tony now with a chance to win the championship. Spredeman, there it is, as he brings it across, angles it in. Tony Spredeman and Todd Lafredo win the 2018 Warrior Summer Splash Open Doubles title, and another great performance. What a team this is. And their success on Warrior continues as they win here in Baneberry. Once again, I believe, for the 4th straight year. And let's once again head over to table number 1 as we now bring you the pro doubles final. This event, of course, run with the Swiss system. So there is a secondary bracket, the pro bracket. The top 6 make the open bracket after qualification rounds, and the next 8 after that into the pro event. That's Bill Hayden, the forward position. Bruce Nardosi at goal. They're on the right. And over there on the left side of the screen, Joe Rhodes at forward. Mark Anderson at goal. Best 2 out of 3 for the championship. Hayden. Bill, kind of an underrated player. He seems to get pretty good results in most things that he plays, although he has some difficulty with it there, as does Rhodes. And then Joe pokes it along the outside wall. Sloppy start to the match. And Joe hammers that one down the middle. Anderson. And the rebound picked up by Rhodes. That's Bruce Nardosi, veteran of international table soccer competitions. Bruce has been a member of Team USA internationally several times. He was a regular at the Bonzini World Championships for many years. And there's Rhodes firing it home. It's 2-0. Hayden looking to answer. Quick start here for Joe Rhodes and Mark Anderson. That shot attempt taken away by Anderson. Mark had a look at the bank. That one just wide of the goal. Rebound eventually grabbed by Rhodes. Stolen away by Hayden. Can he hold on to it? Yes. Bill fires that one home. It's 2-1. And a fortunate play there. Gets Rhodes and Anderson a goal. And the switch, Mark moving forward, Joe moving back. And Rhodes able to take it away. Anderson can't quite hold on to it. Picked up here on the 5 by Hayden. Rhodes back there defensively. Anderson just trying to get a possession and perhaps bring Joe back to the forward position. Hayden slides that one along the near wall, and again we'll set it up against Rhodes. Taken away by Joe. Joe's going to try to score from back here. Nardosi scores as he kind of fakes like he was going to bank it and then went right down the middle with it. 3-2. Tic-tac bounce pass. Rebound grabbed by Nardosi as Rhodes couldn't connect on the pass. Bruce gets it through to Bill. 3-2 lead here in the first game. And Rhodes couldn't quite get it. Nardosi again. That's 2 for Bruce. 3-3. And lost by Rhodes. Back to Hayden, who can give his team the lead. Looking for a third in a row here, and they get it. It's 4-3 now in favor of Hayden and Nardosi. Rhodes trying to go through the high lane, couldn't connect. Picked up by Bruce, who has scored half the goals for his team here in this first game. Puts that one just wide. Hayden scoops up the rebound on his 5, angles that one through, and then picks up the rebound with a chance to win game number 1. Won't use a timeout here, I don't think. Doesn't need one. Strokes it home. It's 1-0. There we go. Second game underway. Rhodes puts it into play. Joe got off to the good start. That pass attempt ends up in the goal. Bruce Nardozzi throwing his arms up into the air. Mark Anderson. Tried to fire that pull kick, blocked and picked up here by Bill Hayden. Bill has shot it well, and that continues. And taken away here by Hayden. It's 2-1. Joe needs to get organized here. Got off to that good start, but really has kind of been all over the place ever since then. Trying to go with that quick straight, taken away by Nardozzi. Bruce kind of turned things around in that first game with a couple of scores that evened it up at 3. Kind of allowed them to get the momentum. And another score here from Bruce. He's scored on 3 different kinds of shots. Had one down the middle. He's at a pull kick, and he brought that one over and came back with a push. Oh, the rolling pull shot here by Rhodes. As he tries to keep his team's hopes alive, it's now 3-2. They're 3-1. I think that's 2 for their team, and they only marked up the 1 at the other end, as you can see. Nice job by Nardozzi to keep it out. Remember the one that Bruce threw his arms up in dismay to open up the scoring here in this game. But they made the switch without taking the point on that last score. So it's actually 3-2. Let's see if they recognize that.
Yeah, it's the first one game, I think. Joe, you have 2 goals. You have 2. Remember the one, Bruce? He made that 5. It was an accident, yeah. I tried to catch it, I promise. It was a 5-bar shot, I missed the pass, and then I made a good ball on him on the last one. Sorry. We switched, apparently. No, we switched, and I didn't talk to him. I switched. I thought he had already talked. I wasn't really paying attention, so it's my fault.
Joe Rhodes will move back into the forward position and try to tie it up here. They did, with the help of a well-known fooscaster, get that second point marked. It's 3-2. Joe again trying to tie it, and Nardozzi with a block in the takeaway. Bruce has been very effective so far. Angles that one up the table, clears it, gets it to Hayden. The Rhodes had 2 chances to tie it at 3. Couldn't do so, and now Bill can make it 4-2 and give his team a match point. Here's Rhodes. Look for a score and a switch. First, he's got to get a score, and that's not been a given here. Nardozzi has played well. He does get the score, and we do get the switch. It's now 4-3. Hayden against Anderson's defense, brushes back down along the wall. Chance to win it here for Bill Hayden for the championship in pro doubles. Hayden shot attempt taken away by Rhodes. Comes back down the middle with a push kick. That one blocked right back on Rhodes' goal. And Joe keeps it out. Again, we'll look to score. And Anderson grabs it, and we'll call timeout. Again, bringing Rhodes back to forward when Joe will have an opportunity to tie it at 4. Joe Rhodes puts the ball into play. Going to tie it at 4. They don't have a timeout left. It'd be interesting to see if they do make the switch here, if he can score. Rhodes. Nardozzi with a block on the first one. Nice grab on the rebound by Joe. And he finds the straight hole. Let's see what they do. It will switch. So Joe's going to spend the rest of this game at goal.
That ball hit it hard. Hit it real hard.
Rhodes says if you get the ball, Mark, hit it hard. Mark said he would. Hayden's been solid. Another chance for Bill to win the championship. But there's Rhodes to make the block. Joe can score it back here. Very good shooter. Very aggressive back there. That one knocked forward. Anderson does hit it hard on goal. Kept out by Nardosi. Remains championship point for Hayden and Nardosi. Picked off the inside wall and in, and there it is. So Bruce Nardosi scores 5 in 2 games as he and his partner Bill Hayden win the 2018 Warriors Summer Splash Pro Doubles Championship. Tim Stevens with you once again from Baneberry, Tennessee, as we get a chance now to see 2 of the greats of all time as they are now going to battle in the open singles final. That's Tony Spredeman over there on the left, of course. Todd Lafredo on the right. Best 2 out of 3. Fredo will put it into play, and here we go. This really is a heads up. Lafredo's had a lot of success against Tony, winning 3 of the last 4 Warrior titles. Tony won in Palm Springs earlier this year, but previous to that, I believe Lafredo had beaten him 3 straight times on the Warrior table in the open singles competition. And that was during that streak where Tony was undefeated on Tornado. About a 2-year period where he didn't lose on Tornado. But Tony got his revenge and did it in a big-time fashion earlier this year in Palm Springs. That shot on goal, then look at Lafredo get up there to knock it in with the 3. Amazing play by Todd. Here comes Tony with a bounce. Spredeman will look to even it up. And he'll shoot the push shot and he'll score it. Or even at 1. And Lafredo keeps it out, sends it back the other way, and almost was able to grab it with the 3-row. Tony does advance at 5-3. He'll look at the pull kick. Lafredo's blocked Tony's pull kick pretty well over the last few years on the Warrior table. Certainly one of the reasons that Todd has had success against Tony. Tony did switch, I think, a little more often to the push shot in Palm Springs and was able to score at a pretty good rate against Todd. Goes with a dink off that pull kick set here to make it 2-1. I think right now, and we've talked about this extensively, but as you look back in foosball history here in this country, of course, Todd Lafredo's been doing it for better than 40 years, and he does it right here to make it 2-2. His number of world championship titles and the decades upon decades that he has been able to do what he does, and on the variety of tables, has marked him as the greatest player in the history of American table soccer for many years. And I don't think there's still probably much of an argument there, just because of the longevity. However, Tony Spredeman is putting together quite a resume, and no one has won more tournaments overall than Tony. Even Todd has not won as many total tournaments as Tony Spredeman has. He's won more world titles, but not other things. So really, you got to look at these 2 guys, and I don't think there's really any argument at all as the 2 best ever. Fredo leading 3-2, trying to extend that lead, but blocked and taken away by Tony. Sends that one towards the goal with the 5. And a chance here for Tony to tie it. Push shot. Yeah, he finds the straight. Nicely done. 3-3 here in the first. Lafredo for the lead. Fakes and then hits the straight, and Tony jumps up and down. Tried not to move. Tried and tried not to move that man, and finally he did. Lafredo found that short side. It's 4-3. Todd with a left hand passes, went with a quick one, taken away by Spreadman. Creative play there from the great Lafredo. Tony will use his left hand on the 2-rod. And he'll look to tie it up here. He's hit a couple of push shots so far, but Lafredo able to take this one away. And then hammer it back the other way. It's 1-0. Wow. Tony puts it into play, advances it, sets up the push shot. Tried to come back down the middle with a pull kick. Lafredo leading 1-0 in its open singles final. And somehow Spreadman comes out of that with a possession. Can't convert on either of those two possessions, and it'll come back to Tony at goal. No score here in the second. And the steal here by Lafredo. Tried to come back with a pull kick of his own, rimmed it off the posts. Lafredo has a wrap come loose.
Okay, women's singles, here we go. This is 2 out of 3, single elimination. Tip number 2, Donna and Michelle.
And Lafredo able to pass it along that near wall. Todd shot attempt taken away by Tony, who sends it back the other way, then jumps into the forward position to grab it. Spreadman shooting the pull kick. And wide of the goal, it hits off Tony's back wall, right back towards Todd, who banks it off the outside wall towards the goal. Tony retrieves it and will use the left hand. Taken away by Lafredo. Tony tried to bank it off that back wall and grab it. Comes off that wall a little bit differently. As you can see, Tony anticipated being in the right place to catch it, was not. And Lafredo again able to take it away. Shot attempt wide of the goal. And Lafredo fires it home. And Tony with a big shot there evens it up. Todd will shoot for the lead. That one was in. It's 2-1. And up the table, and Lafredo now in control here in this open singles final, up a game, up 3-1. And Tony ties it with that. 3-2 lead for Lafredo here in the second game as Tony works it to the 5, then loses it. Todd finds the straight hole. It's championship point for Todd Lafredo. Tony. Push shot or pull kick? Comes back with the pull kick. Kind of brought it over slowly. Made Lafredo move in that direction, then came back deep the other way to the corner. But now Lafredo with a chance to win it. He'll set it up in pull shot position. Went with a quick one, taken away by Tony. Went with a right hand inside bank attempt. Tried to send it along the outside wall. Lafredo's quick pass blocked by Tony. And taken away by Tony almost, but he went with a kind of a right-handed 5-row shot. That chip up angle. Sprayed been able to grab it with a left hand on the 2-rod. Fired it down the middle, back into the goal, and there it is. So Todd Lafredo has once again defeated Tony Sprademan in the Open Singles Final, and he is the 2018 Warriors Summer Splash Singles Champion.
Ready? Not ready. Ready. Ready? Ready. I didn't tap play. Ready? Ready. Ready? Ready. Ready? Yeah. Pick up first. First one? Yep. Yep. Ready, me, set. Ready? Yeah. Ready?
Yeah. That's where it was supposed to be. That's the. Ready?
Ready.
Take her first.
Just trying to clear it.
One apiece.
This man's face look familiar? No?
A little bit.
Huh?
That was when he was younger. Glasses, right?
One piece. Ready?
Your kick was really weak, but your push was really good. I was waiting for you to do another one so I could say that. And it's like, oh shit. I don't have enough patience to wait
Now
for
they
this
want
game.
goofy shots alone now. I don't even know what to call it. What should I call that? You're the guy that shoots it.
What's that?
That's like a preset.
Preset reset.
Preset reset is that what we're calling it?
Yeah.
A preset reset. Your stupid little shot.
Reset your
Straight, that's
preset.
all. That's why you're hitting it with that name. So you got,
So you gotta hit it straight, otherwise
it's like you need to come up with a name for it. The preset resets.
preset.
Preset, a free shot preset.
Yeah, free shot reset.
We're getting confused now. At least you are.
I try to name it, it's his shot.
I call it straight. What the hell else is it say?
Well, you call everything straight. baited it more. Had to go too slow. There. If I was in my 40s, I would have blocked it. Too slow. So go for it, Greg. And then as I say, it's your work.
Just won't.
It's worth the wait. We'll call that the rookie cookie. The rookie cookie. I'm not going to say anything. Like, you're going to deliver it out there on a platter. Takes no skill whatsoever. It's hard to block. It's hard to block, though. Tied him before here in the second game.
I hit that thing when you bobble up, and how much skill? You got to take some.
Ready?
Right. I was waiting to see. Just when we do roll the bite.
Not great. The oldest trick in the book. You show you so much uphill and no, he's talking about the past. I thought you fall for the oldest trick in the book.
One piece. Ready? Yeah. Ready. Time in.
Oh, Rio, kicked it out. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
I missed the hole in it.
Thank God.
Match, guys.
And we now have our final match of the weekend here at the Warrior Summer Splash as we bring you the senior doubles final. That's Bill Hayden and Bruce Nardosi over there on the left side. Greg Mendel, Emilio Gilmore on the right. And Hayden opens things up with a score. Best 2 games out of 3. That's all it is. And Mendel able to tie it up.
Set, guys.
So,
1-1 here in game number 1, the senior doubles final. Another great weekend here in Baneberry. Always enjoy coming here. Great environment. Of course, we always have a lot of fun. You can golf, you can jet ski, and play some foosball as well. And Mendel with that straight makes it 2-1.
Set, guys.
Hayden able to get this one through. A quick shot blocked and then the rebound stabbed in. There you see Greg and Emilio. And over on that far side, that's Bill and Bruce. 2-2 here in game number 1. Don't forget, starting Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be bringing you the 2018 Tornado World Championships here at netfoos.tv. Should be a great one. Lots of great stories entering that event. Tommy Yore, of course. What's he going to do? Brandon Munoz, the kid from Costa Rica. Of course, all the usual suspects as well. Head over to InsideFoos.com to get your premium pass or to pre-order the Tornado World's videos and get free live streaming for the event. Also available, of course, the year subscription. There's Hayden ripping home a pole shot to make it 3-2. Mendel couldn't hold on to it. It rolls back to Nardozzi. And that quick pass, and just as quickly releasing the shot is Mendel. We're even at 3. And Hayden mishandles it, loses it back to Mendel. Watch out for this little straight thing that Greg Mendel does. And you got to watch out for the long as well, as he now has given his team a 4-3 lead here in the first game. Hayden. And switching out there to make the block is Gilmore. And up the table and off the table. Bruce Nardozzi will put the ball back into play. Fired that one on goal. Sent back the other way by Amidio. Nardozzi looking to pass. I don't know why. An earlier match, Bruce scored 5 in 2 games. Still 4-3 here in the first game in favor of Greg Mendel and Amidio Gilmore. Hayden chokes that one home. Looks like he went down the middle, I believe. And we're even at 4 here in this first game. Hayden moving back. Nardozzi moving forward. As Mendel puts it into play, went with a quick one. And then off the outside, wall in from Gilmore. It's 1-0. And he
We thought you went down and hit another ball off the driver.
And exhale. Okay. Good shot. You all right?
Great.
trailing 1-0. Bill Hayden will put it into play, quickly advance it through that near lane. And stroke it home. Big shot to close out that first game from Amidio Gilmore. Warrior table very bankable. Nardozzi sending it to the other end. It comes back to him off that corner. He'll set it up dead center again. And I chip that one down the middle, maybe just looking to clear it, which he does. It allows Bill Hayden to pick it up on the 5 and angle it through to his 3-rod. And a chance here for Bill to give his team a 2-0 lead, and he does. Looking at the first game numbers, Greg Mendel 4 for 8, passing it 4 for 6 shooting. Amidio Gilmore had a very good opening game, clearing at 71%, put 1 shot on goal, put 1 shot in goal. Bill Hayden was 67% passing the ball and 57% shooting it. And a timeout called here by Gilmore. They're going to step back and talk about it and illegally use another table to demonstrate. Yeah, that is not allowed. Now they're not going to get called on it. It's the last match of the weekend. We're at a Warrior event. But ITSF rules, I believe, dictate you cannot use another table during a timeout to demonstrate a point. Perhaps they'll have to forfeit the match if we call it on them. I don't think so. So nothing lead here in the second game for Hayden and Nardosi. Gilmore clears it. Mendel picks it up, sets it up. Tried to go straight, but Nardosi there to take it away. Senior doubles final. And there's Nardosi. Gets 3-0.
No. I didn't do my final. Okay, all right. So they went to the right side.
Bill Hayden and Bruce Nardosi come out to get the first 3 here in this second game after losing game number 1.
Set. Everybody ready? Yeah.
And Nardosi looking to clear, and he does. Mendel watches as Hayden picks it up. And a nice grab on the 5, and then the pass along the wall by Greg Mendel. Greg chokes it home.
That's it.
Ready.
Hayden. That's Mendel back there defensively. Greg not giving him the long. Had to bank it off the outside wall. Hayden picked it up, stabbed it forward. Grabs it on the 3-rod. Bill might have to look somewhere else if he's going to score. That's 2 blocks in a row to the long hole. Well, going to go back to it. And somehow gets it through. It's 4-1. So Bill Hayden, Bruce Nardosi, a game away from sending it down to 1 final game here in this senior final. I recall back in the 90s on the Tornado Tour, the senior event was called 35 and over. And we often joked that it was dinosaur doubles. 35 now seems relatively young for a top player. Which means many of the best senior players in the world now are also some of the best players in the world. There's Mendel finding the hole down the middle. 4-2 now in favor of Hayden and Nardosi. How things have changed, though. Bill Hayden will attempt to send it to game number 3, and he does. Again, the tutorial on table 2. The table tutorial. Four of the best old guys in the room battling here on table number 1. Greg Mendel will put it into play. Opening up game 3. Goes through the high lane. Will set it up looking to strike first here in the 3rd. Greg strokes it home. So Mendel, after after losing that second game, comes out to get the first goal of game number 3. Hayden looking to answer. Taken away by Emilio. Taken right back by Bill. And stroking it squarely down the middle is Hayden. One thing at a Warrior tournament, the thing you do see is a lot of very good pull shots. We have 2 of them on display here. Of course, Todd Lafredo here this weekend as well. Derek Brown, a very good pull shooter. We've had an opportunity here this weekend to see a lot of good ones. Mendel. Nardosi, who is a very smart goalie, gets out there to make the block. And Hayden had the hole. And fired on goal with a pull kick by Emilio. Still 1-1 here in the third game in both games and in score. Another block here by Emilio, and it results in a possession on the 3-rod for Greg Mendel, who finds the back of the goal. It's 2-1. So Emilio Gilmore, a difference maker here in this third game. Certainly at the end of that first game as well. That one's going to get through to Mendel and increase its team's lead. And he does, just simply angling it down the middle. Got the quick read, went with it, executed it, scored it, and has given his team a 2-goal lead here in the final game. But that pass off the inside wall angles in.
Hey, no celebrate.
3-2. You saw the switch on the left side. So it'll be Bill Hayden defending against Greg Mendel. And Nardosi picks it up, and we'll call a timeout, bring Hayden back to forward. And picked up here by Mendel. Greg's going to look at the little rookie cookie, as we call it, where he just taps it in there. Scored 3 of those in an earlier match. Still 3-2, but Hayden now with an opportunity to pass it and potentially tie it at 3. Does get it through, but couldn't hold on to it. It comes back to Bill on the 5. And then he loses it back to Mendel. There it is. It's match point. Hayden had the ball on the 5. Actually, briefly even had it on his 3. Makes this a huge possession for Kentucky's Bill Hayden. The block by Emilio, back the other way, picked up by Nardosi. Championship point for Greg Mendel and Emilio Gilmore. Nardosi a little fortunate to get that one through. Hayden went with a quick left hook. No need to hurry back. That quick shot there, no hurry to put it away either. Nardosi not going to give him that dink. Bruce fired that one on goal, and again, it's Mendel digging it out with a chance to win it. He takes a little more time. Narosi's not going to give him that corner, and he is going to give him the shot down the middle as Greg Mendel and Emilio Gilmore hold off Bill Hayden and Bruce Nardosi to win the 2018 Warrior Summer Splash Senior Doubles title. All right, folks, thanks for joining us. I think that's going to wrap it up.
Thoughts all like
Still spinning. You wouldn't believe it. Dude, that thing's spinning so fast. It was, you should have seen it before over there. I don't miss, you know. I think it's still that thing was really, I was watching all the time.
Oh, right there?
Still tired.
Oh, yeah, spin them up. Well, I couldn't reach it.
Yeah, what were you doing?
Well, I couldn't reach it. It wasn't not that many close out.
Good save.
That's like
Yeah.
ready?